U.S. and Iran exchange heavy airstrikes after deadly drone attacks. Tensions between Washington and Tehran have escalated to a dangerous historic high following a series of intense, direct military exchanges over the weekend and into Monday morning. The sudden surge in conflict marks one of the most severe escalations in the region in years, prompting emergency security meetings, global market anxieties, and immediate military mobilization. The fatal spark. The latest spiral of violence began after the U.S. Department of Defense confirmed the deaths of 3 American service members in the region. According to U.S. Central Command, CENTCOM, 2 military personnel, including 19-year-old Isabella Gonzalez from Carrollton, Texas, were killed during a devastating drone strike targeting the Muwasik Salti Air Base in Jordan. Shortly after, a 3rd service member lost their life in the Kurdistan region of Iraq during a controlled detonation of an intercepted Iranian-manufactured drone. The casualties provoked a swift and uncompromising response from the White House. Returning from the FIFA World Cup final in New York, President Donald Trump addressed reporters, stating that the intense wave of counterattacks was launched directly in honor of the fallen troops. "We hit them very hard again tonight," President Trump declared, reinforcing his administration's strict policy that Iran will face overwhelming military consequences for targeting American personnel and must never achieve nuclear capabilities. 9 consecutive nights of bombing. U.S. forces have successfully carried out their 9th consecutive night of precision airstrikes inside Iranian territory. According to military briefs, the American strikes have intentionally targeted critical logistical hubs, including bridges and heavy electrical infrastructure in a key southern Iranian province flanking the strategic Strait of Hormuz. The objective, defense analysts say, is to severely disrupt the supply lines used by proxy groups to transport advanced drone components and missiles. Tehran has responded aggressively, claiming that U.S. missiles hit several major cities early Monday morning. While Iran has kept its official casualty numbers under wraps, its military apparatus has initiated its own retaliatory measures. In a bold move on Monday, the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps (IRGC) announced they had forcibly disabled and detained 2 commercial oil tankers attempting to transit the Strait of Hormuz without direct permission from Iranian authorities. Global ripple effects and allied backing. The threat to international shipping lanes has raised instant red flags across global energy markets, as the Strait of Hormuz remains the single most important oil transit choke point in the world. Politically, Washington is rapidly shoring up its alliance network. In a diplomatic call on Monday afternoon, the newly appointed British Prime Minister spoke with President Trump to discuss the escalating crisis. The UK government strongly reaffirmed its commitment to securing international shipping lanes in the Gulf region, pledging joint support to keep maritime trade routes open and prevent a surge in global supply chain costs. Ground realities and public alerts. Meanwhile, the situation on the ground remains highly volatile. The U.S. Embassy in Jordan issued an urgent security warning advising American citizens to completely avoid the Aqaba airport and seaport due to localized threats. While Jordanian authorities initially downplayed the security risks, subsequent Iranian missile strikes landed in nearby areas, proving the vulnerability of neighboring nations hosting U.S. military assets. As both nations refuse to back down, international observers warn that the risk of a full-scale, uncontainable regional conflict is higher than ever before. With U.S. forces planning to intensify operations in the coming days, the next 48 hours will be critical in determining whether diplomacy can survive, or if the region will plunge into deeper warfare.